He said I was the 8th one born, and when I was born, my daddy looked at me and said, "Oh, let's stop right now. We might get one uglier than little Willie if we don't stop." So he got to be the last child. Well, Will joked about those kind of things. Later on, Will jokes about, well, he knew 7 presidents, Will did. He got to know 7 presidents. He knew kings and queens and all kinds of important people. Will knew people that were important back then. People like Henry Ford started that Ford automobile, Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb the same year that Will was born. Will got to know Thomas Edison. He got to know all those important people, Will did, because he would tease them, and they liked Will. Now, he teased them, but he didn't tease them where it hurt their feelings. He teased them about things that they did, especially if he thought they did things wrong. And where can you find more people doing things wrong than Washington, D.C.? California, 50 silent movies. Then they started making talking movies. We'll call them squawkies. He makes 21 talking movies, radio, newspaper stories. Got to be really famous. Bought a lot of land. Bought this 20 acres right here. That's why this memorial is located here. Now, anybody know when the first airplane was flown? 1903. Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the Wright brothers. Well, 13 years later, Will flew in his first airplane all he liked. And he was so excited when he flew in that first airplane. He flew every place he could after that. And everybody that's important in flying, he flew with Charles Lindbergh. He met Amelia Earhart. And a bunch of people that you'll never heard of, that you'll hear on later on, that he got to know. He met an old boy named Wally Post. Now, Wally Post got a piece of steel in his eye, got it infected. Doctors had to take his eye out. Now he just got one eye, and he didn't want to wear a glass eye because he got to be a pilot, and that glass eye would give him a headache. So he wore a patch over his eye. Wally did. He looked more like a pilot than he did a pilot. But he's a good pilot. And he flew an airplane that belongs to 2 old men. Set 2 speed records around the world in that airplane. Flew higher than anybody. Invented the first pressurized spacesuit. First man to figure out the jet stream. Then he comes to Will and said, "Now, Will, that plane is going to go to the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C., along with the spacesuit that I made. But I want a new plane, because I want to go to Alaska Territory." Alaska did not become a state until 1959. Became our 49th state. So in 1935, it was still a territory. He said, "I'm going to go to Alaska Territory. When it freezes, nobody can get around up there, because you can't get a ship in that ocean when it's frozen. And there's a few planes flying around, but they don't go across the Siberia. They don't go across the Bering Sea. That's what I want to do." Will said, "What do you need, Wally?" Wally says, "Money. Need a little help." So Will helps him, gives him some money, helps him build an airplane, and then says, "I want to go with you. I'm writing my newspaper stories with my typewriter every day, and I want to go to Alaska and visit all over Alaska." And Wally says, "Good deal. You pay for it, I'll take you with me." But they didn't go across to Siberia. They went to different towns, and they were killed on August the 15th, 1935. They took off. After they got lost, get up in the clouds, they had to land and ask directions. They almost got to where they were going. 15 miles from where they were going. These Eskimos said, "Well, you're 15 miles away." And when the plane took off, the engine died. The plane crashed, killed both of them. Now,
This is the Johnny Blocker catch. Instead of going straight, the loop curls back. It was named after Johnny Blocker, an early Texas cowman. This is the Will Rogers specialty. The big loop, called the big crinoline. Hard to do on a running horse. flats, and a catch. Reverse flats, and a flashy dismount. Years later, Monty Montana used to do this, and today it's often called the Monty Montana dismount. In vaudeville and in the Follies, Will Rogers used to use the rope to punch up his gags. He would tell a joke and then roll it right over his head, just like that. I just flew in from the East. Heard you were quite a roper. Would you mind showing me a few tricks? I'll try, but I haven't had a rope in my hands for 6 months. Now this is a square knot. He used to say, "Pretty little knot, is it not?" Yes, it is not. And this is a pretzel. And this is a running skip. He puts horse and rider clear through the loop, builds a new loop, and then catches the horse coming back. He makes this one right on the nose. Out to the end of the 60-foot rope. And now in slow motion, notice the rope cross as the horse steps into it, then pulling up in precise timing for a perfect catch. Another figure eight on horse and rider. Now 2 ropes with 1 hand going in 2 places, horse and rider. Now 3 ropes